Hiya, welcome from Skint to Savvy. This will be my second video. Still extremely nervous, but bear with. So I've had a little time to look through my Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mum, and I've filled some things out, so I thought I'd just share with you a little bit of what I have done so far. So these are printables from the Budget Mum. You get access to her website. So this is just my budget categories, which I'll go through a little bit more when we go through the book. There's a no spend tracker, so I'm aiming to have 10 no spend days. For me, I'm including anything, including bills. I'm not using them as a no spend day for now. And once I get into it a little bit more, I'll maybe just count them as no spend days. But for now, I'm just doing the days where absolutely no money comes out of my bank, my cards, my credit, my cash envelopes, anything like that. And this again is still from the Budget Mum. It's a credit card debt tracker. I'm quite lucky in a way that I don't have much debt on a credit card, under £300. And that was mainly sort of from Christmas past. It was easier to get things online, and I had a credit card that had no interest on it, so I used that and I'll pay it up. I aim to pay it up relatively quickly, but I'll explain again further through the book. So the first, I'm not going to go into everything I've written, but I'll show you that I have filled it in. So the first page we have is the financial plan goals worksheet. So I have filled out my short-term goals, my medium-term and my long-term. They're not very exciting really, just, you know, the usual. So clear my credit card. I want to pay my car tax and insurance annually, as I said prior, to save for my dog, for if she needs to go to the vet. I've always given my mum money to save for me, and just to top that up to £1,000 and have it kept at £1,000, and then if I need any work doing on my car, my dad usually sorts all that for me, so she has the money in her bank to do that. So it's a kind of a car maintenance fund, but there'll also be more for, you know, any emergency that I might need. And then I know it's always there, you know, say if I need a new washing machine, something like that, I know that money's there. Although I'll have my own emergency fund, my past has proven that I'm not very good with money. So although I'm planning all this, positivity, it's going to work. Hasn't in the past, hence why my mother having my savings. My medium-term goal is, you know, to improve my home, pay off my car loan, and to increase my emergency fund, and of course still be in control of my finances. So within the next 5 years I want to be in control. My long-term goals, I don't really have much at the moment, but I thought I'd write some basic things down to have some good savings, to be able to buy a brand new car. It's a dream of mine. I would like to have a brand new car. I know financially it's not worth it, because as soon as you drive it off the forecourt it loses value, but it's something I'd like to do. And to buy a house. I currently live in a council house at the moment. I'll scroll you back out. My memberships and subscriptions, at the moment I only have my Netflix, but once I have my annual payment for my car, my insurance, these will go in here too. My yearly goal savings, so this page and this page tally together. So this is the starting amounts of what's on this side. So my big savings for the moment that I'm planning is Christmas. I have quite a few nieces and nephews, and I have no children of my own, so I do tend to spoil them. My dog, as I said earlier, also my car payments, my emergency fund, my start of my house deposit. I'm not going to go big guns on it because I want to make sure I have all these other things filled, but I'd like to get some money into a house deposit and also into savings. Now here I have put a monthly amount, But at the moment, I won't be putting £91 in Christmas. I will probably come to sort of May, June time, start putting a little bit more in. But I'm just going to put what I can afford at the minute. And then towards New Year, Christmas, I'll top it up bigger. Because the way I work, I have a little bit less the start of the year than I do have further on in the year. Finances, I mean. This is where we're starting January. See if I can pull you in. So as I said in my last video, I was trying to save a little bit prior to the start of the year. So I managed to save up a lot for Christmas last year, and I still had £50 left. I'd also started saving for the dog. I had a big vet bill last year. She had to get some teeth removed, and we got her spayed. So I still had £70 in there. And the car, I had £15. Emergency, I've already got a savings of £1,000 and now I have an extra 100. The 100 is in my cash wallets, the 1,000 is in my bank. Nothing in my house, and I have £409 from savings challenges that I did before the start of the end of the year. I haven't filled in any of the sinking funds trackers. I'll do that at the end of the month in January and see where I've got to, because if I have any money left over, they will probably go to one or some of these. My yearly overview, again, this will happen at the end of the month, but I've just written down my expense categories, which are the ones that I showed you on this sheet. So my debt, my savings, utilities, car, food, Piper, self, entertainment, occasions, miscellaneous and household. And then there's space if I feel throughout the year that I want to add more, that I can. I've not looked into this page yet. Possibly won't for a little while once I get my head around all the rest. I've popped in all my bills that come out every month, so most of them are direct debit. I have a couple of standing orders, and there's one that I just pay as and when online. When I'm filling this book out further through the months, I'll go into more detail. Medical bill, obviously, I'm not going to have. And then for January, I have filled out all my bills coming out. They're all colour coded to go along with my budget category. I've always been a bit shop happy, so all the green that you see on these pages are miscellaneous expenses I didn't need to have. This one here is for paper for my printer. That will be getting reimbursed from work, so that's kind of one. But all the rest, you know, the Amazon, different things like that are not, well, some of them are, you know, like erasable pens and things I didn't need but will come in handy. But I have to curtail that following on in the year because it gets too much. And then we have everything in purple is to do with the car. So diesel, I tend to put diesel in my car every Wednesday. I wasn't working on the 12th, so I managed to get right to Saturday, but then it ended up being quite a big payment, £74 sorry, to fill my tank, and then I topped it up with 23 to get me through to the rest of the week to get back on Wednesday. Because where I live, the prices are really, really crazy high, so I need to go to nearer where I work on a Wednesday and top up, and the prices are a little bit lower. I obviously live in a village, so village life is a lot more expensive than sort of town or city life. So that's basically that. So far today we've had a no spend day. I would like to keep it like that, so no online shopping or looking for me later. So now we're getting into our budget. As I said already, I am planning on doing a weekly budget, but I decided that after I did all my sinking funds for January. So I'll just go through this quickly. Sorry, I've got a right tickle and I don't have anything to drink. So my wages that I got in on the 21st, this goes from the 21st to the 2nd, so it's a bigger paycheck, but a bigger pay time, because I get paid a week early. So my wages were my usual. The rollover is what I had in the bank on the 21st, and then the £311 is just other money that has come in that I can use. So these are the bills that came out between the 21st and the 2nd. Moorcroft, Netflix and TV licence were actually from, these are the December ones, so they come out again in January, just the way it works. Then we have my sort of envelopes. Now my food shop, my diesel, my eating out are on a card. So I have a Starling card, a Hyperjar card, and I have a Think Money card. And I top them up, they're debit cards, so I top them up from my main bank account. And then that way I know that one card is for my food shop, the other one's for my diesel, and that way I know exactly how much I'm spending. And it's a relatively new thing for me, but it's really working. I don't think cash for these three would work for me. My electric, I'm on a meter, so I have to have cash. Treats is to use for things like a takeaway, or if I need to go into my eating out. But treats, we don't have a takeaway very often. Again, Village Life, there isn't one super close, so it tends to be, we tend to go out to eat. Purse is just the money that I would take, so £5 a week, just if I need to, you know, go to the shop and buy a bottle of juice, or if I want a bar of chocolate, you know, that kind of thing. And I put money away for my dog for her groom. She needs it every 8 weeks. My sinking funds, this is pretty much the usual through for everybody really, but so Christmas, birthday, weekends away, my hair and beauty, they are two separate envelopes, but because there's not much space, I have put them together for finance purposes. Home improvement, clothing, my car maintenance. I have a small car maintenance fund in my cash wallet, just in case I need to buy something. And I don't live near my dad, so in case I have to buy something for myself, like a bulb or wipers or anything like that, that can't wait till the next time I see my dad. And my car tax and insurance, at the moment I pay weekly. No, I don't. At the moment I pay monthly, so they would come out of here. But this one is to save up to pay annually. And then my emergency fund. I'm not paying towards extra debt this month because I normally get expenses for my work, and so that's like mileage money, and I've gone over the threshold, so I'm actually getting it's tax deductible at the moment, so I don't get very much. So I'm not putting any extra debt at the moment. Once it comes back to the new financial year in April, I'll put some money into extra debt. The rollover is just what's left from all this money after taking all this out to do me for the rest of the month and for all the rest of the bills. And the savings challenges, at the start of the month I just did them all. Moving forward, I think I'll do one every week, and see how that goes. But anyway, so that's left me with nothing because I'm rolling over this to next week, so my total income is nothing. So then I've just gone through for the, I keep forgetting to move you out, sorry, the rest of the month, same sort of thing, but I've not done any sinking funds. This one I had an unexpected chance to go on a girls' weekend, so it was unbudgeted, so that's what that money's from. I had to pay in advance, but it was fine because I knew that I still had the money to do so, and that's just all the bills that came out on this 3rd to the 9th of January. No sinking funds were done, and my rollover for the next week. The same again for this one. I had some other money coming in. On this one I had my mileage expenses, but on this one I had taken some money out of my weekend away envelope to reimburse my because I paid it on my card. I took out the envelopes and put it back in, so that reimbursed there. And then I had some bills come out. I had to take extra money out for my electric. No sinking funds, no debts, and my rollover, which then takes us into this week. So at the start of this week I had my bank rollover. which was, well, that's what's left in my bank account. The money that I took out for the extra electric, I used some of it, and I still have £50 in my purse. And then I didn't budget for any other money, but then I got a refund of £7.45, so that has changed my total. And then these are the bills that are due to come out. So again, we've got Moorcroft and Netflix. My Sky Mobile, I actually changed the date, and it hasn't come out, so it's going to be coming out at the start of February, but I budgeted for it just in case. And then I paid off a part of my studio catalogue. So on Sunday or Monday, depending on the time frame I have, what I'll do is I will go through all my actual columns and I will tally them all up and make sure that they all come right. And then any rollover, which I'm hoping is going to be about £300, will go into the last of January, which for me is really just going to be from the 24th to the 27th, because I get paid again on the 27th. But I did need to do a budget for it because I still have one of my bills to come out. I've budgeted the amount that I think will be taken from this actual column, not from this column. And I aim to not spend anything at all, and then I aim to have £403 rollover to go with my wages for the start of February. So that's where we stand at the moment. I will come back, because I don't spend overly much money, like with the cash envelopes and things like that. My budget is not looking very good at the minute, but what I'm going to do coming forward into February is I'm just going to budget my these envelopes. I'll leave the money in my bank, and then I will top up my cards. So my food card I'll top up by £40. My eating out card I'll top up if it needs it, you know, and do that on a weekly basis, so that there's something in all these boxes. And again, my sinking funds, instead of having all my sinking funds, I'll have some that I'll put in weekly, and then some that I'll just do once a month or once every 2 weeks, because there's not much space and I have quite a few. And I just think if I do them weekly, I might be able to put a little bit more depending on my budget, instead of having all this money left over. But from January to March, because I'm now on the reduced mileage rate, I like having this money just in case, especially with the prices of diesel going up and staying up and not coming back down again. So it's good to have this money to ensure that I've got enough, because I need my car for work. There's no other way around it. So yeah, so that's that for now, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's supported me already. I've got a few subscribers, which I'll be honest, I didn't think I would have. I pretty much just thought I would have one, and that being my mum. But so far as I know, she has not yet subscribed to my channel. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody, and for all the views on my last video. It's been just crazy seeing that growing. Quite exciting as well, to be honest. And I just want to mention a couple of people. I'll mention them, I'll tag them in the comments, but I had such huge support from Gemma at James Budget Life prior to doing my very first video. She randomly, I don't know how we even managed to speak, but I randomly ended up just blurting out my fears for doing a video, and she really put me at ease and persuaded me in the nicest way to do it. And I also just want to mention, if you don't already follow them or subscribe to them, Rainbow Budgets, and she's from the UK. Yasmine Camilla, she again is from the UK. And the Fittish Budgeter is from America, and they are the three that I originally were watching. The Rainbow Budgets and the Fittish Budgeter were using this book, and they are two of the people that made me really want to get this book. And then now Yasmine's actually using it as well. But Yasmine's done amazing. She had so much debt and she's paid it off. If you haven't heard of her, I'll link her YouTube. But yeah, So just a huge thank you, and I hope that this video is okay. Again, another 20-minute one. I didn't realise I could talk so much. But thank you for your support. Thank you for the subscribes. It really is just... I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with all the subscribes. You know, I'm a long way off being a monetized or anything like that, and that's not my aim. My aim is really just to be accountable and have support on my journey, and watching everybody else's videos. It just seems like there's such a great community, so I just wanted to get on. When I was doing this anyway, I thought, why not get the support from like-minded people? But yeah, so that is us for today. I'll just wait until the end of the month and do my check-in, because there's nothing much, I don't plan on doing very much before the 27th, but then I will do when I get my pay slip, maybe just prior to the 27th, I'll do my budget and share it with you all then, and then go from there. But yeah, so thanks very much again, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.